everyone.
Hello. How's it going?
Welcome back to another episode of Two Peas Potting. My name's Sam.
I'm Kylie.
And today we're gonna kind of talk about a book, but also kind of talk about a TV show.
It's a little different, but it's the same.
Same, but different.
Same, but different. So I'm sure everybody has been talking about this because I see it all over Facebook, all over TikTok, all over Instagram. And if you haven't guessed what we're already talking about, it's The Summer I Turned Pretty.
And that's so funny because that does not come across on any of my stuff.
Really? Oh my god, I'm getting... Well, my friend Nicole sends me all these TikToks of it, so that might be why my algorithm has changed.
That's probably why.
But I had been seeing stuff once season 3 started.
Nothing popped up.
I'm not gonna lie. What'd you say?
I said, yeah, nothing popped up because I watched it when season 1 and 2 came out, and I haven't had any.
See, I'm very late to the show aspect of it.
Yeah.
But I binged the entire series within 2 days. So.
Yeah, you did. Now you're all caught up on, because season 3 is currently streaming, right? Episodes are coming out weekly.
There's 3 more episodes.
So I have to wait 3 more weeks to be able to binge season 3.
Basically, because it's been torture waiting weekly.
Yeah,
for
I don't
episodes.
like waiting weekly for episodes. I'm definitely a let me sit down and binge person.
So am I. But yeah, I'm late to watching it, but I read all the books last year within a day because it's such an easy read, and I loved the books, and I'm loving the series so far. But that's what we're going to talk about today is
Summer I Turned Pretty. Yeah. I forgot how, because I just 20 minutes ago finished the first season of rewatching it because I haven't watched it since it came out, and I forgot how slow it started.
It did have a pretty slow start. I also just rewatched the entire first season today, so it's doable to do it within a few hours. I'm just saying.
The book and the show are bingeable in a day.
It's such an easy watch because it just sucks you in. It's like watching animes. They're 25 or 30 minutes long. No, it's a 5-minute episode. Let's be real here.
I don't know. Some of them, though, I don't know. And I think going into it, you already know, with rewatching, you already know, what happens. And so I felt like it gave me, a new perspective. Because at the beginning, Conrad is just so moody and, and you're like, what the fuck is your problem, dude? But then watching it after you've already seen it, you're like, oh, your feelings and the way you're behaving is completely valid.
Yes. And I think that's kind of a good thing to rewatch the second time because you kind of pick up things that you didn't notice before. And even as somebody who has read the book and now seen the first season twice, I was very, very critical the first time I watched it because I was comparing it so much to the book, or what I could remember of the book. I'm gonna just say I don't remember a lot of the book because it's been over a year since I've read it, and there's a lot of other random book knowledge going on in my head right now. So it's if somebody talked about a scene, I could probably think about it, but all the things that are different in the show than in the book, for example, I was just telling Sam, Taylor and Steven is a different approach, but I am living for it, and I love them. And I am Team Steven. I just want to put that out there right now. I am Team Steven.
I don't like Steven. He is...
Okay, what is it about Steven right now?
He is so selfish. He is such a selfish person. Honestly, both him and Belly are. Their mom, messed up and made them very selfish. Or their dad. Whoever it was. But they are so selfish. But just some of the things that Steven did throughout this season was very selfish. And he only thought about himself. During
when he made out with Taylor when he had a girlfriend.
When he spent all of his money because he refused to pull out of the poker game and couldn't afford a tux to go to the debutante ball with his girlfriend. Only thought about himself when he saw Jeremiah and Belly kissing. And that one I didn't really care as much.
He didn't want anything to change.
Yes, but it's so very, him-focused selfishness. And I'm like, you're annoying. Shut up.
Yes. However, I do think it was a little crazy for his girlfriend to ask him to get the matching tux when it costs that much money.
I agree, but he didn't even save money for a tux in general.
I know. He had the money because he was making good fucking money.
And he spent it all because he was being a stupid guy and being like, my pride got in the way. And then even when they were at, like, the debutante ball, and the guys came up, he got all like, I didn't know that you liked him at one point, and blah, 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 blah. And she's like, I'm with you, dude. See, if I were her, I would have been like, all right, I'm fucking done. You are too insecure. Like, stop.
Yeah. It wasn't that deep, you know? Like, he didn't need to react like that. Also, okay, first and foremost, I just need to get this off my chest because it's gonna bother me. The amount of times that these kids use the word hooked up, they are using it so wrong. Maybe that's just my millennial brain. I really don't fucking know. Because to me, a hookup is you're getting into bed with them and you're hooking up with them, yeah. Not just kissing somebody or making out with somebody. That's just kissing or making out with somebody. You don't say, I hooked up with you. Because if somebody tells me that, I'm going to be like, you had sex with them?
Yeah. Yes.
And they'll be like, oh my God, no. And I'm like, then what does hooked up mean to you? Because hooked up to me means you had sex.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That is what hooked up means.
Thank you.
I don't know. It might be like because we're older thing. Because when we were in high school and like we would tell like me and Sierra would tell like our grandma that we were hanging out with a guy friend. My grandma was like, oh, you're having sex. And I'm like, no, we're not. We're just hanging out.
It could be. It could be. The only time I never apply the word hook up with sex is like, oh, I'm trying to hook so-and-so up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, that's the only time that's not like sex. But when you're saying like I hooked up with this guy, like
you had sex with
girl,
him.
you had sex with him? Yeah. That's another thing I think was different in the book. I don't remember 100%. So if anybody hears this and I'm wrong, 1000% correct me, yell at me, do whatever you need to do. I don't remember Jeremiah being bi in the books, but I'm still here for it.
I forgot about that too until like Steven came up to him after he saw Belly and him kiss. And he's like, I haven't hooked up with any guys or girls. Like, what guy or girl have you seen me hook up with this summer? And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot.
He lives his
best life.
I feel like it makes sense. He's just, you know, he's living his best life. And let's face it, he's so pretty. He can get whoever he wants. I love Jeremiah. Let's start out with that. Yes, he has done not so great things, but we're going to focus on season 1 Jeremiah. And Jeremiah, after watching it a second time, he is my type of dude. His personality is something I would personally fall for.
Yeah.
Not even basing it on his looks. His looks, yes, that's a plus, but his personality is something that I would fall for. I think I've had friends with a personality similar to his. So
yes.
Like, he's my type of dude. Conrad is somebody I would fight with.
Yeah.
He has the attitude of my old high school best friend.
Yeah, kinda.
And we all know the arguments Joe and I got into. It's similar. It has that similar type of personality to where, like, I can handle it, but I'm also we're gonna fight.
We're gonna fight. And that's not gonna be the person that I'm into. Exactly. Out of Jeremiah or Conrad, I like Conrad better, but I didn't dislike Jeremiah. Like, he was just too, like, immature playboy for me. But ultimately, I love both of the boys. I am just anti-Belly. Fuck her. Shouldn't deserve either one of them. She is so fucking shitty. And, like, and it really, like, solidified it for me watching the last episode. And, like, I'm, like, sobbing, crying. Yes. And then she just turns around. I'm like, really? Like, you're gonna pull this shit. After everything that just happened, none of y'all slept last night because you're all still in your clothes from the fucking ball. And she's a piece of shit.
Yes. So let's actually, like, dive into this now. Oh my God, I just hit puberty. My voice cracked. Oh, that was bad. So, as if you've spoilers, I guess we should have said that initially. Starting stuff with this. Definitely spoilers in this episode, but if you haven't seen the first season, then whatever. It is what it is. It was the same kind of synopsis.
Yeah.
So, starting out, it's Belly narrating. She's excited to go to Cousins for the summer because that's all she's ever known her whole life.
And she's excited.
I think problem number one, yeah, she's excited to see Conrad. Problem number one is how much she romanticizes this place.
Yes. Because her life fucking sucks at home.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm sure she's not happy with the fact that, like, her mom wanted a divorce, and now her and her dad are separate.
Well,
and she's just living at home with her mom.
Off of, like, the conversations between her and Taylor, it doesn't seem like, and I don't think it's boys not being attracted to her at her high school. I think she's closed every guy out because she's like, Conrad, only Conrad. I've loved him my whole life. Like, girl, you don't know what love is. Shut your mouth.
She's so head over heels. Yeah, she's so head over heels for a guy that she's known her whole life. Which I need to put a pin in that for a second, because I was thinking about this today. When I was growing up, we had really, really close family friends. They had 3 boys. Not once was I ever in the same predicament as Belly, which, like, they were my older brothers. Like, we used to call each other, like, they were my brother from another mother, and I was their sister from another mister. Like, that's what we used to call ourselves. Like, not once was there any crushes, nothing. Mind you, we had some weird age gaps, but still.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up knowing these boys as my brothers. Like,
and yeah, that's why I don't understand, like, where her, like, crushes on them come from, because they made it very clear in so many of the flashbacks during the first season, because they're pretty close in age with Steven more so than her. So Conrad, Steven, and Jeremiah all picked on her and threw her in the pool and all those things. Like, I don't know. It just felt...
The closest one in age, I think, is Jeremiah, technically, because he's only a year older than her. And so was her brother, technically speaking, but it's all how they landed. Yeah. Conrad is, like, 2.5 years older than her, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. And it's just, like, I just don't buy that, it's because he was nice to me is why I had a crush on him. He was the only one who was nice to me. So he is the only boy ever who was nice to you ever in your whole fucking life? Bullshit.
Well, yeah, and, like, why was it only Conrad she had a crush on, and why wasn't it both of them? Because Jeremiah, he was her best fucking friend. Like, they were best friends.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I love their chemistry as best friends because you can totally see it. And, like, I think I like them together. He brings out a different side of Belly than Conrad does. I know you don't like her, but it's true.
It's still a shitty side, though.
It's still a shitty side, but, like, he gets her to, like, have fun.
He was best with Cam.
I love Cam.
Me too, and he was so much better than the boys for her.
He was so similar to her. But
justice for Cam.
What I think is funny, justice for Cam, yes. I think it's funny that in one of the episodes, I think it's the 4th of July one? No, the party, her birthday. When they're walking away and he was asking, is there something between, like, you and Jeremiah? And she's like, you mean Conrad? And he was like, no, Jeremiah. I was like, so you think there's something between her and Jeremiah? A lot of other people think there's something between her and Conrad. But, like, it's weird saying how many people thought there was something between, like, her and Jeremiah.
When up until that point, she never
And I think it was how Jeremiah was with her. She never saw it. She never had any sort of inkling because she was so tunnel vision on Conrad. Like, that's all she saw was Conrad.
Why I didn't like her and Jeremiah together. Because, like, what you and I were kind of talking about earlier before we started the episode, like, Jeremiah wanted to be picked first. He was never picked first. And even though Belly picked him, it wasn't because she wanted him. Realistically.
It's because we showed interest in her.
Yes. And so, like, I don't like them together because he deserves better because she is using him as, like, a placeholder for Conrad.
No, I agree. I can see that. Here's where I think Jeremiah may have shit the bed and where she actually probably could have fully, like, chosen him. If he didn't miss the waltz at the debutante ball, I think that would have sealed the deal more because Conrad stepped in saving the day. And she's always had this the whole time in the first season. She's like, Conrad's always been there for me. Conrad's always been there for me. It's like, okay, Jeremiah, you kind of fucked yourself with this.
Yeah, but I'm gonna argue that
Yes, there's a big but.
Because right after that is when it comes out that their mom has cancer. And, like, everybody is so, like, devastated and sad. But you don't see her comforting Jeremiah at all.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty fucked up too. She's just automatically sitting at the ocean next to Conrad, and they're just. It's weird how happy they were. Because I would not be that happy after finding out my mom had cancer.
I could see Conrad. I don't feel like Conrad was happy. I think he was relieved because he had the stress on him the entire summer that he knew. Nobody knew that he knew. And now he's not the only person that knows, so he can actually, like, feel his feelings openly. Whereas before he couldn't.
Yeah.
But Belly, on the other hand, just found out a couple hours ago, and she's like, well, it's okay, because I'm going to make out with you and your brother in one night.
And that's so wild to me. Like, I can't even imagine doing that to somebody.
Like, I forgot her and Conrad kissed after that whole thing happened. I forgot about that. Okay. And so I was like, you stupid fucking bitch. Like, are you kidding? You just found out, and they just found out that their mom is essentially going to die. And you're gonna fuck with their hearts even more. And I'm sorry. There's no way you get caught up that much in, like, wanting to kiss Conrad because you wanted to kiss him your whole life and not be like, oh, but what about Jeremiah? Sorry.
Well, and, like, when it's, like, the night before she was telling him, like, he's too late.
Yeah, when he was like, oh, you picked
I wish she would have stuck to her guns.
You picked the right person. I know.
Belly is, like, I'm not trying to advocate for Belly at all. Like, I'm not trying to be pro. Oh, sorry, sneeze came. I'm not trying to sound like pro Belly or anything because, no. Especially in season 1, Belly is just
horrendous.
You can tell she's 16.
But I'm sorry, being 16
as terrible as
still doesn't give you the right to treat. I don't know. I feel like it would have been different if they weren't brothers, if they were, like, just friends. But the fact that they are brothers, I feel like makes it so much worse.
Well, and, like, I want to know, how did Conrad not know that Jeremiah has been pining for Belly his whole life?
Yeah.
And vice versa, if Conrad has been loving Belly his whole life too.
But I don't know. Conrad was more obvious that he, like, liked Belly in a way that wasn't just a friendship. I definitely feel like Jeremiah got put into that friend zone with Belly.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You see it in the dynamic, though. Like, Jeremiah, honestly, just, like, he treats Belly better than Conrad does. He's nicer to Belly. He actually gives a fuck about Belly. Like, when they're talking about their cat dying. You don't see Conrad saying, oh, I'm so sorry Mochi died. It's Jeremiah being like, oh, Mochi died? I'm sorry, Bells.
Yeah.
Like, it's little stuff like that to where you can tell Jeremiah, like, loves Belly. Whether you know it's romantically or not, you can tell he genuinely loves her. Not saying that Conrad doesn't.
Yeah.
But Conrad, I think I don't dislike Conrad. I have more disdain for him solely because of the book.
Okay.
He was an absolute asshole in the books.
Really?
Okay? I did not like him at all, especially in the first book. In the second book, he was a butthole too. And, like, Jeremiah, I love Jeremiah in the books. And I think that's where everything comes. Like, I'm so... yeah, Conrad kind of... Season 3 Conrad's making me like him a little bit more. But it's also making me, my heart bleed a lot more for Jeremiah.
Okay.
So we'll get to season 3. So our next few episodes are going to be talking about The Summer I Turned Pretty, just FYI.
Yeah, because I'm gonna... After we're done recording this episode, I'm jumping right back in with season 2. Because I'm home alone tonight. So I have no one bothering me, so I can just watch.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, also something with Belly, I don't necessarily love the way she treats her mom.
No.
Especially when she's around Susanna.
I hate it. And, like, some of it, yes, can just be, like, brushed off as how teenagers treat their parents. Like, we were not perfect to our moms, by all means, when we were in high school, you know? And,
no.
Like, whatever. But just, like, I don't know how her mom isn't more hurt more often when they're around Susanna. Like, especially the part with, like, the dress. the day of like the ball, and she walks downstairs and the dress she wants is there, and she immediately goes and hugs Susanna, and then she's like, oh, it's actually your mom who got it for you. And she didn't even like hug her or say thank you. She's like, oh, I noticed you weren't comfortable. Oh, you noticed that? Yeah, she's your fucking mom.
Well, yeah, and that's what she says. She's like, of course I noticed. Like, I know you. You're my daughter. And I also thought it was kind of bullshit and, like, fucked up the way, like, she so openly tells people that sometimes she wishes she was Susanna's daughter. I'm like, that's... First of all, that's weird if you're in love with her sons.
Yeah.
Second of all, that's rude.
That's so mean to your mom, who's, like, doing her best. And, like, and I get, like, some of the, like, towards her mom. Like, I don't love her mom all the time either.
I get it.
But
I get it.
Like, she just treats her mom so shitty when, like, literally they do the same thing every summer. Like, the night that they first get there, and, like, the girls always do, like, the movie night and this, and she's like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. And, like, I get that's probably becoming, like, a teenager and stuff like that. Like, you're in high school.
But, like not telling them that. And just be like, I don't feel good. Just be like, no, I really want to go do this fun thing with them.
Yeah, if they had said that, they would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, go out and do your thing. You know, do it. Have fun. I also, though, I really wish we got more of Susanna.
I know.
I love Susanna. I loved her in the book, and I love her in the series. And I feel robbed. I was crying the last episode, you know, like, we were talking about that. I was...
Yeah, and that's where I think what made my hate for Belly even more. Because, like, that last episode, like, they find out, I was, like, sobbing. I was like, and then she fucking kisses him on the beach, and I'm like, you bitch! Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not even attached to this situation, and I'm crying. My life is over. What are you doing?
Oh, God.
To someone you consider, like, a mom figure, like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah.
Like, as someone who's been in, like, a situation similar, how could you do that?
I'm so sorry you've been in a similar situation, because I can't even imagine that. Like I said, I try to, like, and this is weird, I'm sorry, boys, if you guys hear this somehow, I hope you don't, but I tried putting myself in her shoes with, like, my brothers that I grew up with, like, not real brothers, but, you know, the family friends, and I genuinely couldn't. And I know there's, like, a different age gap with me and them, because we were all kind of scattered.
Yeah.
But even still, like, there was an ongoing joke that our moms made for the middle brother. They were like, oh, Kylie and him are going to get married one day. We would laugh about it. Be like, ha, yeah.
That's true. Sure.
And, like, we've brought it up later in life, like, a few years ago. And I was like, hey, remember when our mom said we were going to marry each other? And he's like, it's illegal to marry your sister. I was like, I know.
Freaking weirdos.
Yeah. So it was like, it's so weird because, like, I don't know. When I have close family friends that I grew up with, they are family to me. I don't see them any other way than that.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just me. I'm different from Belly, clearly.
Belly sucks. You would think if somebody she thought of as a mother figure died, she'd be a lot more, like, heartbroken about it. Or was, like, going to die. She would be a lot more heartbroken about it. Like, she cried for, like, an hour. I
feel for both Susanna and Laurel in different senses because I can't even talk about putting myself in their shoes because I don't know what I would do.
Yeah. Like, and the fact that Laurel knew, like, all summer, like, before they got there.
Yeah. Especially with, like, let's face it, at this point, they've been friends for as long as we've been friends.
Yeah, let's not put ourselves in those shoes.
Well, exactly, and that's what I was initially, like, essentially thinking of. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I would do. I would be a mess.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Yep.
All
the time. I'd be like...
And also, though, I feel like the difference, like, I don't think I could, like, keep it from, like, if we had children that age, I don't think I could keep it from our kids.
I don't know how she was able to do that, because I couldn't...
And act like nothing was wrong.
Nope. I couldn't... Nope. Nope. With any of my friends that I've been friends with for, like, 15 plus years, I, like, tried thinking of that position. I was like, I would look at her kids and I'd start to cry.
Yeah. Like, there would be no way. Going to the beach house, I would cry. Like, yeah. So, like, I also don't agree with
because
that.
you think about it, because Laura's gonna be essentially, like she says when they fight about it, she's gonna be taking care of everything for her. She's gonna become like this new mother figure in their lives.
For the boys.
Because they're still very young. They're not, they're not young, but they're still young. They're teenagers. So, and like their dad's a piece of shit. I hate Adam.
Yeah. I just wanted to say hello.
But yeah, so is it the first episode or second episode where she meets Cam Cameron?
The first episode at the bonfire.
Okay.
Because they had done like a science thing against one another, and he like recognized her, and he's like, "Oh, yeah. Blah blah blah. I'm so and so."
That was so funny when he was like sexist, and she's like, "What did you say to me?"
Excuse you? And he's like, "No, like the science thing."
Yeah, and I love that. I didn't love when the cops get called after, Conrad's fighting that guy, Belly gets bowed in the face. I liked seeing Jeremiah get protective when she was like, Cameron can just give me a ride home, and he's like, you're not fucking getting in the car with someone you just met. Like, no. Fair. And that's where it was like very fair. But that's where I was sitting there thinking, trying to put myself in her shoes, being like, how are these not brother figures to you guys? Or to you? Because that right there is a brother thing. Like, it's protective. I get it. They're protective of her. They've known her their whole lives. I understand that. But I associate that more with, like, he's like my brother.
Yeah. Well, and then
and when I say someone's like my brother, I don't want to fuck them.
Yeah, no. Incest is not wincest, okay? Like, we're not into that.
No. Yeah, and that's a no for me.
I don't know. I feel like I could see it more with Conrad than Jeremiah because she was such close friends with Jeremiah. Like, I don't know. Like, it felt so much more brotherly with Jeremiah than it did Conrad because she had always had a crush on Conrad. But then all of a sudden, like, oh, like, you're willing to kiss me? Okay. Oh, yeah.
Literally. Well, and like she went into the summer wanting to have her first kiss, and it's like a little fucked if you were kind of trying to use him as your pawn, even though Cameron was her first kiss. Which I didn't love that she did it in front of them.
Yeah. Well, another selfish Belly move. She was doing it to make Conrad jealous.
I know. And then when he like plays with her hair, and she's just like, "What are you doing?" Which, to be fair, that did happen one time. One of my older brothers, he got drunk and was playing with my hair, and I was like, "Why do you have my hair? Let go." But very sisterly. He's like, "Your hair's soft." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Get off.
I will beat you up."
Don't touch me. I didn't give you permission to touch me. In a very non-creepy way. It was just, like when your brother annoys you. I was like, get the fuck away
from me. But I also, on the flip side of it, I don't understand the appeal that the boys have towards Belly.
I don't see it either. And like the flashbacks with Conrad, they still felt brotherly to me though. That's the whole thing.
I could see that.
It was like, yeah. And I will say I love Steven and Belly's dynamic. Like, when she got ready for her first date at the drive-in and she comes down and Jeremiah was like, damn, you look hot. And Jeremiah was like, whoa, that's my sister. No. And he looks, he's like, but you look good though. I was like, that's such a brother thing to say. Like you said this earlier, Belly's whole family, perfectly casted.
Yes.
Perfect.
It is believable that they could be siblings. And they could be Laurel's daughter.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, even, like, with the dad.
And even, like, I was just about to say that, yeah, even with the dad, like it
okay, like, just so well. Yes, I agree. And even
I love
Conrad and Jeremiah with Suzanne.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're also past as well.
I see it, yeah. I think the dad matches with, unfortunately, Conrad's personality.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sorry. I know I sound like I hate Conrad. I really don't hate Conrad. I'm trying to take Conrad from the book and Conrad from the series apart from one another. Because, like, Conrad does have a lot of the same stuff in the book, but he's also a little bit different, if that makes sense. Like, he is a little nicer in the series, and that's giving him a lot. Because he's a grumpy Gil in the series, too. Like, he's like a Debbie Downer. So I don't see what the appeal is still in with Conrad when he just seems so mopey all the time.
Oh, season 2, and I get it's justified. There's a sassy, grumpy part of him that I absolutely freaking love in season 2, but we'll talk about that.
We'll get to that. I know. I love that too. But, and like, it's justified why he's being mopey and stuff, but like, he doesn't need to take it out on Belly, and that seems to be what he does.
Yeah.
Like when she catches him smoking weed by the pool.
I thought you said it was
and she's
bad
like,
for
I thought you
you.
didn't smoke weed. Yeah, and he's like, did you remember everything I said? It's like, well, if you were speaking so passionately about something, I will probably remember that.
But also,
And be like, didn't you say you didn't want to do this?
I feel like the reason why he like justifies treating her so poorly is because he knows no matter what he does, she's going to like him.
Which she caught on to that, and I was getting so proud of her initially when she caught on and was like, okay, I'm done with this. And like, I liked initially that she was opening up to the idea of Jeremiah, because like it felt like before the end of season 1, if you're just going into it blind, it felt like the glass shattered for her.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I meant like as I was watching season 1, I was like, oh, well, once she like picked Jeremiah, like she like picked and she was like, okay. And I was like, okay, maybe why did I feel this way about Belly? And then she showed me why.
No, I 100% agree. I get you, because I felt the same way. Watching it a second time put a lot of stuff into perspective. But you see, like, Jeremiah pining over her from the very beginning. Like, the minute they get there, he lights up when he sees her. Like, he's just like, oh my god. And, like, Conrad does too, but he doesn't do it in the same way Jeremiah did.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that's where my heart, I just have a soft spot for Jeremiah. I like his hair.
I could see that.
His hair looks really soft.
What products do he use?
And it's all cute and curly. I just like his hair. That's beside the point. But, yeah. And then I love Taylor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the best
Team Taylor all the way
in the series is Taylor. Like, she is ride or die friend 101.
Literally. Even
when Belly was being fucking shitty to her, when she came out and visited, she still answered the video call immediately when Belly needed something.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's a little justified for Belly to be mad about that. I would be mad too if I caught you or someone else making out with my brother on my birthday.
Sorry. No offense, Justin, but
see, most friends, I feel like, well, maybe not most, but there's a lot of friends I feel like don't have crushes on brothers. Maybe that's just me and you, because I don't think I've ever had a crush on any of my friends' brothers. Not a lot of my friends have brothers, though. But growing up, my random friends that I'd have here and there had some brothers, and I was like, hey.
What's up, dude?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not gonna have a crush on your brother, I promise.
But even though she did make out with Steven, like, most of the time, especially in high school, if girls got into a fight like that, they wouldn't pick up a video call. They would just ignore them. And the fact that she's still like, all right, she's calling me, she must need something. She's a good friend.
Yeah. She's a really good friend. And she's a good friend throughout the entire series. I just want to put that out there. I fucking love Taylor. And that's why I'm so hard for Team Taylor, because I know that you don't see a ton of them in season 1, but like season 2, I love Steven and Taylor together. I think they're like, they balance each other out. You know, they are literally that saying, opposites attract.
Okay, I can see it.
That's the way I see it. And I'm just so like, I'm like the third party, because I can't choose between Jeremiah and Conrad, because the one I want, I know doesn't get what he wants. So I'm like, I can't choose.
I can't choose.
So I'm gonna go with the third option. Yeah, I'm not pro Belly. There's a lot of stuff Belly does I don't agree with at all. And like I said, I like how strong she was before the debutante ball.
Mm-hmm.
And those like little, when the glass shatters about Conrad after she breaks up with Cam because her and Conrad almost kissed, which is a really dumb reason to break up with somebody.
But I feel like that was also a very unselfish thing of Belly to do, because she broke up with him because she realized she doesn't actually have like genuine feelings for him.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but what I mean by it was a dumb reason to break up with him, because she thought something was going to go somewhere with Conrad. So she was like, I'm going to break up with Cam now.
So
and then goes and tells Conrad that, and he's just like, oh.
Also,
why'd you break up with him?
But like, also, where was that rationale before you kissed Conrad on the beach?
Right? So it's like, just say you just didn't like Cameron, so that's why you broke up with him.
Yeah,
Don't justify it because you almost kissed Conrad, who you've been dreaming about kissing your whole life. Like, that's bullshit. When you, deep down inside, you knew he was gonna have that reaction when you told him. He wasn't gonna be like, oh my god, you did, now we can be together? That's not Conrad.
No.
Even Jeremiah, who was in love with Belly, was like, I liked him. Like, I liked Cameron.
I like Cameron.
Which is like, I just love Jeremiah's personality. He's my cup of tea.
They just would all be better if Belly just like went away and lived with their dad.
Don't they all live in the same area?
Went away, lived with dad, never saw anybody ever again. Go to a boarding
Wasn't
school.
allowed to go to cousins for summer.
Bye. No cousins for you.
Oh god. And then, so the volleyball tournament, because this is where like shit kind of takes a weird turn.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually right before when Susanna gets the bright idea to tell Conrad to ask Belly to the debutante ball.
Also, why would she tell them that she told Conrad to do it?
Right? She meddled, which is fine. It's Susanna.
But don't like admit that you meddled.
Yeah, don't admit that you meddled. And also, I feel like she knows Jeremiah's in love.
Really?
I feel like she does.
Okay.
I feel like mothers just know these things though, you know? Because essentially, like, yeah, you know your kid. And when she's having that small little heart-to-heart with Jeremiah, and she was like, I would have asked you because I know you'd do anything for Belly. And like, she looks at him and he makes that like that face, you know?
Yeah.
And Belly in the tournament, oh my god, she is so competitive.
Yeah, she is.
The way she was getting so mad at Jeremiah.
Okay. But
like, poor guy.
In her defense, I would too. I'd be like, dude, get it together.
I would too, but also Taylor faked an injury to get Jeremiah to play with her.
Yeah.
So it all kind of falls back to Taylor, which I know she was just trying to be a good wingman, and I appreciate that about Taylor.
But it wasn't the right time or place.
But like,
because like she knows how competitive Belly is.
Exactly. And then when Belly was like, I need Conrad in here.
You're like, sorry, I love you, but you are not doing what I need you to do right now.
That would have been me too. I'd be like, listen, you're about to make me freak the fuck out. Especially when she went into it being like, I need to win. Like, I need this. I just need this. And then it really sucked for her in this moment because she was so happy when they won. And then Susanna crushed it. It was so fast. By being like, so did you ask her, Conrad? And she was like, ask me what? And she's like, oh, I told him to ask you the debutante ball because he didn't have a date yet. And it's like, oh, you just ruined her high.
Yeah, you did.
Like, what a buzzkill, Susanna. Even though I know she didn't mean any harm with it.
That lady.
But yeah.
Mind a business.
Also, really, really fucked up later on that night when those girls took their clothes.
Oh, yeah. Still don't, like, fully understand why. Because it wasn't like, at that point, Belly was actively trying to get Conrad.
No, she wasn't. She was already initially in that mode of, like, fuck Conrad. I want to see where things go with Jeremiah. She was in that mindset.
Yeah, and then
got that text message. I don't know. It felt like, but I also don't like Conrad's timing with that because he sent that message to her like right after Steven told her what Shayla's theory about Jeremiah and Belly was.
Yeah.
And that's when he texted her. And I was like, oh, feeling a little threatened by your brother there, huh?
But then I don't know. At the same time, like, I don't understand why Belly had to apologize. I don't remember her name, to the girl who Conrad was like kind of dating. Like how they're like, you guys need to...
I think her name was Nicole.
Yeah, Nicole or Noelle or something like that.
It started with an N.
Well, like, I don't understand why like it was up to her to apologize when that bitch fucking tricked her into skinny dipping and drove off with their clothes.
Yeah, do you think that was set up like that on purpose?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think so, too.
Why would you bring that up?
I like that Taylor was like...
I knew they were bitches.
I knew I hated those bitches. Yeah. Oh, that was fucked. I would be livid. Yeah, I wouldn't have apologized to her. I'd be like, listen,
bitch,
what you saw on my phone was on my phone. You had no reason to look on my phone. I know she said it was to your phone, but like, how dare you? one. And also, if Conrad has feelings for me, why is that my fault?
Yeah, you should go talk to him.
Yeah, go get mad at him like you did.
Because
why are you taking my clothes? What did I do to you?
Thing. It was like that whole group thing.
Yeah. And like when they talk about it and she calls her a fuck girl, I get it, but I don't agree with it because she wasn't actively
like have sex
trying
with
to
people.
break Conrad. Yeah, and she wasn't trying to break her and Conrad up. She respected that. When Conrad was with her, she was like, all right. She literally put her hands in surrender and was like, okay. She was actually helping her with Conrad too. So I was like, you owed her the apology. You took her clothes, dude. Like,
and made her walk.
You know how mortified I would be? Yeah. Made her walk. She had to call Jeremiah to come get her.
Also, like, I wouldn't have even got out of the water. I would have sat there, dialed him, and like, yo, this is where we are. Can you bring us clothes?
I would have done that too. I wouldn't have walked. I would have been like,
see, I wouldn't have called Jeremiah. I would have called Conrad and be like, hey, your dumb fucking girlfriend just did this bullshit to us. Bring us fucking clothes.
I probably would have too. Yeah. But that's also, this was some of my beef with Jeremiah. Is like, he didn't like any time Conrad would be around Belly and vice versa. And it's like, I understand you have a crush on her and you like her and like you're in love with her and stuff like that. But like, how do you know that what they're talking about isn't purely platonic?
Yeah.
You know? Especially like initially when she was going strong and being like, no, fuck Conrad, I'm about Jeremiah. Like, trust that.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. But I don't know. Overall, I think season 1 was really good. And I definitely want to read the books now. Like, as I was watching the first season, I was like, yeah, I kind of want to see, like, how the differences are.
Sure.
But I think I'm going to do it backwards because I really don't want to read the book. I don't want to wait to start season 2 and 3 until after I've read the books because I'm still in a reading slump. So I think I'll watch all the series and then read the books.
You know what? That's fine. Because then you can compare and know what, like, everything that they added compared to the book.
Yeah.
Because I thought about rereading it too, and I was gonna do that today, but then I decided to rewatch the show. Probably would have taken the same amount of time, honestly. Because I finished this book in a day.
That's what you said. You finished it.
I think it took me like
super quick.
Yeah, I finished it in like 5 or 6 hours, I think. It was like, you know, taking reading breaks here and there to go pee and eat and whatnot.
Okay.
But yeah. No, season 1, I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think overall
I don't think the scene needed to be caused at the debutante ball when they found out about Susanna.
No. And I don't feel like
I think they should have. I think Conrad should have listened to Jeremiah and stepped outside.
Well, and I don't feel like the anger was placed correctly. I don't feel like
No.
Thank you. I don't feel like the anger should have been placed on Conrad. I feel like it should have been placed on their mom.
Yeah. Yeah, it was placed on Conrad, which I thought was wrong too, because in my mind, so Conrad's the oldest. He's the big brother. He was trying to keep that burden away from his little brother for as long as possible. Yeah. He was trying to be a good big brother in that sense. So I'm like, there's no reason to get mad at him. He didn't want to say anything to you because he didn't want you to find out until, I'm assuming, your mom told you guys. Which I feel like is fair.
Well, it's not his thing to tell. Like, that's because she didn't even know that Conrad knew.
Exactly. She only knew that Laurel knew, which I did. So something I thought was funny was when they were high and walking on the beach and, you know, they were mad because the kids called them old. And then Laura was like, or not Laurel, Susanna was like, you're going to get old. I'm not. It's fucked up to laugh at, but that's some shit I would say. That's some shit you would say. We're like, you're getting old. I'm not.
Get old. I'm not. I'm going to die young.
The amount of jokes I would have if I was actively dying. But that would be just to, like, make myself feel better because that's my type of...
Yep, that's how we cope.
Like, that's how I process things. Yeah, that's how I cope. Dark humor. Like, I make it all the time about myself currently with my current situation. So.
Yeah, you're crippled.
I made them after... I know. I get called that all the time.
Oh, you're old. You have a cane.
I made them after my failed... I do have a cane, see? Oh god, I lost what I was saying.
Something about your dark humor.
I would make the jokes about myself after, like, when I was engaged and then I didn't get engaged. Or then I got unengaged and then I was like, I'm supposed to be married right now, but I'm not.
That was a good thing, though.
Oh.
Not even sorry.
But so, okay. Season 1 mentality. We're not thinking about season 2 or 3. Are you Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah? This isn't even including Taylor and Steven because nothing with them is super involved yet.
Yeah. The end of season 1, I'm trying to think of like the first time I watched it. And I think at the end of season 1, I was leaning more Team Jeremiah.
So was I. Team Jeremiah all the way for season 1.
But I liked Conrad and I wanted them to be together, but it hurt my heart the way Jeremiah was being treated.
Yeah, that's what gets me every time too, is how Jeremiah gets treated.
See,
Also, I'm going to get some hate for this, and I'm sorry to all you Swifties out there. There is too much Taylor Swift in this series.
I agree.
I looked it up. There's like 21 songs between all 3 seasons.
Majority of the soundtrack is Taylor Swift. Why do you think I was forced to watch this show in the first place? Because all of my friends who made me watch it are Taylor Swift fans.
You saw the movie.
Yeah, I was forced.
I wouldn't go even if somebody tried to drag me.
It was not a good time.
But, so fun fact about Kylie, I am not a Swiftie. I am not a Taylor Swift fan. I'm sorry, but also not sorry. That's just my opinion. No, I'm not trying to be different. I just don't like her.
Yeah, I can't get away from her now.
She's not my cup of tea.
I can't get away from her now.
I'm sorry.
Stupid. And like, all of like my friends who are like Swifties are like, she got engaged, and I'm like, yeah, to the biggest piece of shit ever.
I saw a meme about that saying like it's gonna be so weird seeing Travis Kelce's jersey say Swift.
I thought
that was funny.
I would die. But I was like, everyone's like, aren't you so excited? Because like he's on your football team. I'm like, yeah, he's a good football player, but he's a piece of shit person. Like, he is not a good human being.
I like Jason Kelce.
Oh, his brother,
Jason Kelce's gem. We gotta protect him.
Gem. Okay, his brother is the only reason why
he's married to a girl named Kylie.
Because Travis fucked up in college, and his brother was like, no, like he just has, sometimes he just gets really passionate and he gets angry. Give him another chance. That's the only reason why he's still in football. So no, they're gonna get a divorce because he's gonna be a bad husband.
Please don't cancel us for our opinions about Taylor Swift. I know there's a lot of Swifties that run the world, basically, but like, she's just not my cup of tea, and that's all. And I think that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
She has a few good songs,
like,
but
Swifties
like,
will disagree with me.
I don't understand the huge following that she's got.
I don't get the hype.
Yeah, it's wild.
I don't get the hype. Here, okay. I liked Taylor Swift on her very, very first album.
Yes, I like when she was country, and I like a few songs that have popped up. I'm like, okay, those aren't bad. And I will give it to her. She is a performer through and through. Like, she puts on a show. Like, and there is something...
She like Britney level performer?
I would say close. I wouldn't say...
Because Britney lip syncs, but she shakes her ass when she performs.
I wouldn't say quite Britney, but like, she has... It's a very, like, theatrical performance. She has set changes and costume changes and all those things. Like, she can perform like nobody's business, and I will give that to her. Like, she does her thing. But, I don't know. I feel like a lot of her music sounds the same. Like, when her new album came out 2 years ago, I think it was, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, listen to this, and then listen to this, and I'm like, these sound like the same song. Like, they're not...
The only time I ever listened to Taylor Swift is when I'm forced to, which isn't very often, because people know me well enough to not play Taylor Swift around me. And 2, when TikTok comes up with those, like, just the chorus parts of it, and some of them are really funny. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I prefer Sabrina Carpenter.
I do love Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah. There's too much Taylor Swift in the soundtrack. I love it. In season 1, I forget what song, but there's an Ariana Grande song. Thank You Next is what it is, which I loved because it was right after she was done with Conrad. And I was like, perfect song.
But was she though? Because like 5 minutes later they were dancing.
Well, he thought she was. I know. But that's where Jeremiah himself fucked up for a valid reason, because he wanted to know what was going on with his mom. Well, no, like, I'm saying he fucked up in the sense, like, he could have waited till after the dance to find out what was wrong.
Yeah, he could have taken the
because
phone.
Because he was so adamant on being her date.
That's true.
Yeah, because, like, right before she went, he was so adamant, like, we're going to be dancing the whole night. I'm going to be by your side all night long, which made her upset because she's like, where's Jer? He's not here. And then here comes I think my issue with Conrad, and it gets that way more so in season 3 too, which you'll see. He's got a hero complex.
Yeah, he does. But I don't
like it.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, Hercules.
Hercules doesn't like it either, apparently.
Yeah. I don't know if I hate it, but I don't like it. I think that's just like a me thing. Like, I don't like being saved for certain things. I'm like, let me do this on my own.
Yeah.
Like, if I need help, I will say, help.
Help me!
I need an adult.
Oof, we are the adults now.
But yeah, season one's good. We're both gonna binge season 2. Like Sam said, she's probably gonna do it tonight. I could do it tonight. I have all of the time in the world to binge it because I'm just not doing anything right now. But yeah, next week will be season 2 of The Summer I Turned 50.
Yes, and I am so excited.
Me too. Ready to get hurt again.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be like crying the way I was crying, and I know the next.
Neither did I.
It's gonna be like
what I remember of it, because I watched it not that long ago for the first time, but I know it's gonna get me again when I rewatch it again, just so it's fresh in my brain. Is like I think it was like the first episode. I was sobbing.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, oh. But yeah, so this was our different episode, but not different. Same but different.
Same but different. And thanks for tuning in to another episode of Two Peas Potting. Our podcast comes out every Friday on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, Apple something,
Apple Podcast, Amazon Music,
and I feel like there's another one.
And iHeartRadio.
Basically, wherever you listen to podcasts.
We expanded, you guys.
We're gonna reach out to even more of you now. But you can also watch the podcast on YouTube, and be sure to like and follow our Instagram, and mainly our Instagram. If you want to say the most,
and give us feedback.
Instagram is where it's at.
Instagram's the way to go. Yeah. We both post quite a bit on the Instagram page. We do our best on TikTok.
Some weeks it's really good. Other weeks it's really rough.
Sam's a teacher. She just started school again, which is also why we chose to do the TV show to make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, because your girl has not had time to read.
Yeah, but actually now I think we should incorporate doing some like whatever TV series or like our books turn into TV series.
You want to know? Movies. Well, y'all can let us know because something really, really great comes out next week. No, 2 weeks from now. If anyone is into anime, Infinity Castle comes out on the 12th of September, and we are definitely going to see that.
Yeah, we can do a deep dive into some anime because they are books.
Manga.
The manga. I'm so excited for that. I'm seeing it on the 9th.
How? You guys got early access?
I don't know how, but yeah, we did. I think certain theaters got early access.
Only like
I think
250 across the United States did. So y'all are lucky. None of them here did. Duh. So surprising.
I think it's because of Cinemark. They have something with Cinemark. That's where we're going.
Yeah. If you can get me a popcorn bucket, please give me a popcorn.
I will. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
And we'll see you next week.
And let us know, season 1. Are you Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah? Yeah. Just season 1, not the whole series, just season 1.
Yes. We need to know everyone's hot take.
Yes. And on that note, I have nothing else.
Me either. So have a good rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon.
Whatever it is. Have a good one. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.